The average debt held by Canadians is $20,759, not including mortgages. The average income for Canadians in 2019 was $52,600 per year after taxes. So by doing simple math, everyone should have their debt paid off in 1 year, right? Well, that's not necessarily the case. Let's discuss. The average house price in Toronto is a staggering $1,028,585. The average house price in Canada is $480,743. Everyone, including me, agrees that you have to move out of the city in order to get a decent price on a decent sized house, because if you do stay in the city, you're probably not going to find anything decent for under $600,000, and if you do, you're probably living in a closet with walls as thick as graham crackers. Now, if you're a young professional, maybe in your 20s, you don't have any kids, maybe you have a girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever you have, then that can probably work out for you. But if you're on the other end of the spectrum, if you're married, you have kids, you drive a soccer mom minivan, that probably isn't the best or most convenient situation. But how can we cut back on spending to possibly stay in the city, if granted you wanted to? How can we cut back on spending to live more comfortably with more money in our emergency fund? Well, really and truly, it all comes down to wants versus needs. The first thing you need to do is establish what your income is. So for simplicity, let's say it's $1,000 a month. Going off this, there's a very popular budgeting method popularized by Elizabeth Warren that is called the 50-30-20 budget. Basically, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to put 50% of your income towards needs like housing, food, transportation, stuff like that. You put 30% of your income towards wants, eating out, new clothes, movies, those things of those sorts. The final 20% goes to saving, paying off debt, investing, stocks, mutual funds, bonds, all those kinds of adult things. Okay, so we established that things we need are things like housing, food, and transportation, and wants are things that you have, but you could probably live without them. But what if I told you that food is a want? Well, it's kind of a gray area because food is a need, but going out to eat with your coworkers every day for lunch, that's a want, right? Housing is a need, but you don't need to live downtown. Certain people need cars, but you don't need a BMW or a Tesla. You get what I'm saying? So the first thing you have to do is write down or make a list of everything that you buy. Everything that is an expense gets written down. Toilet paper, groceries, toothpaste, clothes, Netflix, everything. You can kind of group stuff together, like you won't put soap and toothpaste because you could just put toiletries or washroom supplies, if you want to call it that. Whatever floats your boat. Then you need to separate those things into wants and needs categories. After you have that written down and separated, then you can start to see where you can cut costs, and you're probably going to see that things you put in the needs category really and truly belong in the wants category. If we get really deep down into it, your home internet is a want, because you can live without internet, and there are plenty of unlimited data phone plans these days that you can get for less money than the price of a home internet plan. Internet here in Canada is very expensive for a reason that I don't know, but phone plans are also. Funny story, I was actually browsing Reddit the other day and came across internet and phone plans in Australia, and they were so much more inexpensive compared to here. I was looking at this one, I'm pretty sure it was called like Vodafone or, something like that. And they had a plan where you can get 100 gigs of data for $90. In comparison, Rogers, which is a very popular phone company here, trying to get as close to the $90 price as you can, I saw a plan for $80 a month for 20 gigs. And the regular for that phone plan was $95. So it was $80 a month for 20 gigs, and that was on sale. So the one here, it was $80 a month for 20 gigs, and the one in Australia was $90 a month for 100 gigs. So, I don't know what's going on here. Anyway, back to the topic at hand. Like I was saying, it's all about needs versus wants. Do you really need Netflix if you can watch movies for free online? Well, not really. But even if we did say, you do need Netflix and you don't want to go through the hassle of finding a link and, stuff like that. Maybe you wanted to watch new movies, whatever the case may be. Maybe it'll be smart to find a friend or a relative to split the yearly cost with. The regular price for Netflix is $10 a month for standard definition versus, splitting the cost with someone getting the next tier up, paying $14 for 2 screens, and then you pay $7. You get to watch it in HD, and it's even cheaper. You could even take it a step further and go up to the highest tier and pay $17 a month to watch on 4 screens, and you split it 4 ways with 4 people, and that's a little over $4 a month. So you kind of see where I'm going with this. Another way that you can save money is by shopping around for insurance. Once again, I found this courtesy of Reddit, and I was just browsing and I came across someone that shared that they had saved $400 a year by switching insurance companies. Personally, I don't have a car, so I don't know how useful that is. I don't have any type of insurance really and truly, even though I should. But like I said, I don't know how useful it is, but I don't really see it hurting you to shop around and look around. One big thing that you can do is cut back on your grocery bill. Chips and cookies are a want, and bread is, for most people, a need. Even if you did need chips and cookies, maybe you didn't need to buy the branded one. Maybe the generic one or the no-name one would suffice. Steak is a want, not a need. Maybe you don't need to eat steak for dinner once a week. Maybe, you only eat it twice a month, and then you save the rest of the money. What I do and what a lot of other people do is you go to Costco and you buy your stuff in bulk, right? I buy all my cereal in bulk, I buy my toothpaste in bulk, and I buy my soap in bulk. It's a higher upfront cost, but it lowers your cost per item in the long run. I don't remember exactly what I paid for those boxes of cereal, but I don't think it could have been more than $8 for a 1.1 kilogram box of cereal. Comparing this to Walmart, which offers this box of Fruit Loops for $5.97 for 580 grams. Doing the math, it works out to the big box being 82 cents per 100 grams versus $1.03 per 100 grams from Walmart. So, you're only talking about a 20-cent difference, but it's the little things that add up and make a big difference in the long run. My girlfriend and I a couple years ago literally used to buy food every day. That hurts so much to say, but we were young and dumb. Do I regret it? Financially, yeah. But, at the same time, I also love food, and she loves food as well. So, it made us happy. Now, we didn't go to Red Lobster every day or, stuff like that, but we did have takeout every day. Fast forward a couple years, and now we rarely buy out. It's probably at max 4 times a month. And now we only eat out on a Friday unless it's a special occasion, someone's birthday, something, happened or whatever the case may be. We've definitely grown as individuals, and together now we make the smart adult decision that if it's not Friday and one of us wants to buy food, it's up to the other person to make the adult decision and say, no, we're going home, or, we have leftovers, or whatever the case may be. Distinguishing wants from needs, will help you realize how much power and control you have over your own budget. If you're choosing to spend money on wants, you can easily choose not to buy those items and redirect your money elsewhere. After all, when we're talking about budgeting at its very core, it's not really about crunching the numbers. It's the art of aligning your spending with your values. And, I'm not saying that you have to live on bread and water, but it's all about the sacrifice that you're willing to make. And as always, thanks for watching.